So what we need to mention, okay? So pattern is, so this is matching, right? CSS Snowflake data here in these three files we have CSS Snowflake data. So in that scenario, so we need to go with delete pattern. So pattern is for suppose okay, I don't know data. Okay, now I'm giving CSV to okay. There were single quotation dot star CSV 2 CSV 2 anything. Okay, load only that file only single file it load. Okay. Again I'm loading copy equal to the 0 class or I'm truncating and loading again it will load again. It will load again. Okay. So now we have three files, right? Want to load only single file because of so when we use the pattern it's going to match with matching other files also. So in that case what we need to mention remove it file, remove this one. Okay, we are going to use the files. So files okay, equal to brackets. Okay, so mention that single quotation CSV small file data dot, dot CSV dot txt. So now it will load only the single file. It loaded the single. So pattern means it give what is the matching with the entire this one. Suppose if I give pattern CSS snowpub data 1, it will load only this file. Okay. But pattern CSS snowpub data, we have CSV snowpub data. CSV, but one CSV 1 we don't have in this settings. Okay. This one. So this is how to load okay data using files. So truncate table. So here I'm going to use again pattern. See, pattern equal to single quotation dot star and CSV snowpipe data. I'm using one because of CSV snowpipe data. So matching in the three columns, but I'm using one. I'm going to load this file. Again star. So now it's going only single file. Why? Because of so complete series to be one, right? So one we don't have 1 year and we don't have the 1 year. Okay, it's completely matching with this only. So it's matching up to only CSS snowplow data. So after that we don't have the 1 year and we don't have 1 year. We have 1 year. So it will load. Suppose if we give only CSV, okay, I'm giving only truncating the table. See, I'm giving only CSV. Now what it will do? What it will load?
CSV data
Uh,
1 and
Friends, it will
CSV 2.
so
How many
pattern
files?
CSV,
How many files it going to load?
4 files.
Four. We have 5 files, right?
Five. It will match pattern CSV and it will load all the data.
So now it's going to load all data CSV. Okay. This is okay how to let. So if you go into any institute, they will teach only copy command. But when you are going to work in real time, so you need to know about everything: file format, double quotes in data, null values, string space, mismatch column. Okay, how to compress some data. Okay, so we need to see everything. Okay, and how to load if there are multiple files. Okay, so some will teach some in institution someone will teach and someone don't teach. So as per the requirement, they will teach. Just they will teach only copy command. Okay, you need to go with in depth. Okay, this way. Okay, now pattern and files. Okay, we see about codes. Okay, this one double codes, null values. Okay, okay, you have mentioned. Okay, null values, trim space, error mismatching. Okay, and force equal true, per equal true, and pattern matching and files. Files also we'll see how to load single file. So we can mention files equal to single file name we can mention. Okay. So we seen about those things. Okay. So now we go to the about other things. Okay. So if any error in the data. Okay. So what are we going to do? Okay. See, I'm loading one error file. First, I want to uh, data. I'm tagging the table. So I'm going to okay delete this files. I don't. I'm deleting files. Okay, okay. Delete. Delete. So now opening the traffic equivalent. Consulate and model. So, okay. Open this uh, load that folder. We given CSV files right. So CSV. Check it this three matching or not. Okay, matching. Now, I'm going to load one error file. Okay. Add files. Okay. Customer error data upload. Okay. So now check data from the stage. So we have cust ID, custom name, email, age. ID, create table for this one. Create table. Data. Okay, table customer successfully created. Okay, then what we need to do, see. First, I will show that CSV file. This is the file. See, here I have. So this is the data I have. Okay. So ID, customer, email. Okay, the first line is properly we. Okay. So second line is okay. We are properly we. At third line we don't have the customer name. And here nothing. We have the email. Okay. And so sometimes when we creating a table, we're going to mention the length, right? Varchar length, but it is behind that length. So this one, so we have minus here in age. Age is minus. We don't have minus, right? So that's it. And this one. Okay. Here we have customer name. We have the number. Data type issue. Okay. So these are errors we have in the data. Okay. Then go to again. Right. So just try to go normal. Mention. Okay. So we seen right data. So see data. Okay. So from stage, okay, here null values. Okay. So this data type is show everything. So now try to load. When we load, okay. So numeric value ABC is not recognized file, CH file, customer setter data, dot txt line, character, load, customer's age. Okay. If you would like to continue loading when error is encountered other the value such as skip file or continue on error option. For more information, loading option, please run info lagging data in a SQL. See here, first time what I'm going to do on error equal to continue. Okay, what it will do? Even we have error, so 10 rows place and rows loaded 10. So see how many rows we have. So we have 10 rows, right? Except this one, 11 rows. So this is header. Here we are skipping. So we have 10 rows. Okay. Now select data in the customer page. Nine rows. Okay, not load properly. So that we need to load that missing row. Okay, this one. So on equal continue means it will either it will load even we have a data. So now I'm trying to the table. I'm going to truncate customers. So I'm going to use a different another record. So different method is like skip file. Unequaled skip file. A statement executed successfully. So skip file. So rows created 10, rows loaded 0. So it's not it's going to skip the file. So as the requirement we can either continue. So if they continue, it going to data, but not all data. So what is it can accept. So previously when we using a continue, we have 10 rows, it load only 9 rows. Skip file, it going to skip the entire file. So and we can use the abort statement. Abort statement. Okay. So again, I'm trying getting no data when I'm trying abort statement. Means so numeric value is not recognized. Okay, file is file customers error data. Okay, this one columns customer age. We like to continue loading when error is get to user value such as skip file or continue for the honorary option. Okay, so already about statement. Okay, it's going to stop the statement. It's not going to run the statement. Okay, so this one pattern. Okay, so next what we can do dot statement run continues. Okay, continue skip file about statement. Okay, then we have one more validation mode. So about statement means it will stop the statement, it won't run. See, it means it will stop the running copy command. It's not going to the next step loading or skipping. Continue, it will load the data. Skip file, it will skip the file. About statement, it will stop the running copy command. Okay, that is the about statement. So next we're going to use the one more three. So return validation mode. Okay, this is important. How you validate your data before loading into a table. So before loading into table, we need to use the validation. So directly don't use copy command, don't load data before running the copy command. Before running the copy command, this one. So we need to validate the data. After that only validating the data. Next we need to go to the copy command. First this will include in the validation only. First we need to go with validation. Then after that we need to load data. First we need to validate the data. Okay, validation mode. So, okay. Okay. So validation mode is equal to first one. Validation mode. Okay, in intro they will ask how you validate data using validation mode equal to return errors. Yeah? Errors. Now so it will show okay error numeric value ABC. Okay, and okay C file customers and lines 11 line 11. Okay, character 26 bytes conversions and okay, so column name. Okay, so it reject the record, this one 10th record rejected, the 10 one sheet is. So it will give the details. See what is the error, what is the file, what is the line and character, something byte offset category conversion. Okay, something code. Okay, so customer name. Okay, see. Okay, and from the column name, customer name. Okay, not customer name, but data we have. So this key. So error file line character byte offset category code SQL state. Okay, column name. Okay, so what is the column name and uh, row number. Okay, row start rejected record. It will show these detail. What is the column number, column name. Okay, so it will show. Okay, page 4. Okay, so this one from customers we customer table. So age 4. Okay, this one error card. So tell Vamshi, so, so it is going to show the rejected record. Okay, this is the validation mode return errors. So not only one more thing we can mention return here. This is going to return the errors. So I'm going to use return all errors. Okay, now run it. Okay, so it's going to show again the same potential. If any errors, it will show the all errors. So return all errors. Okay, so now next time I'm going to use, so one more thing, return failed failed. Single connection, single quote. So like we said, again it will throw a big value is not recognized. So if files customer data data task txt row number customer age. Would you like to continue loading when errors encounter? Skip file continue or the option private loading option. Please run info loading data into secret line. Okay, return failed only equal to true. It will show any data is failed. It will show those data. Okay, so it will same it will give again. Okay, but we need to go with the return validation mode equal to. Okay, so return errors or return all errors, or if you go with return failed only true. Suppose we give, okay, so again it will show this option. The same thing it will do. So what you going to concentration on validation. Okay, see, so we seen about force. Okay, correctly, and file format completely. Okay, double quotes. Okay, trim, nullif, error column mismatch. Okay, compression auto compression. Then we said about honor equal continue, honor equal to skip file, honor equal to abort statement, and validation mode return errors, validation mode return all errors, and this one return failed only false true, return failed only true. Okay, it will show the return only failed records like that. So these are the we're going to mention in the copy command. Okay, so not only this. Okay, uh, we're going to see some other also tomorrow. And if there is one more thing, the file size limit we can mention in the copy command, size limit also, size limit when loading data. So we can give so maximum size. Okay, so partial loaded because of we have 10, right? Okay. So even we can use size limiter when we have large data, then we will understand. Okay, we need to mention these are in the bytes. Okay, bytes, not MB or GB. Size limit like 1 MB, 1 byte, 10 bytes like that. Okay, so we can mention what is the maximum size of the each file in bytes to avoid like large issues. Okay, we have multiple files, right? Okay, so file only it going to accept only the file have like 1 GB, 2 GB. So what is the bytes? We need to mention size limit. Okay, remember. Okay. Force, it will load again the data, same file. Okay, and perk, it will load and it will delete data. Okay, so null values. Okay, double quotes, this we mentioned the file format, double quotes, and trim space. Okay, how to trim space. Okay, then see what we have mentioned here. Okay, CSV skip header, null, trim, under mismatch, completion auto. So next we seen about uh, on error. Okay, so on error, continue in and skip file. Okay, and we seen about statement, about statement. Then what we have, pattern and files matching. Then validation mode. This is the very important. Okay, validation mode. How to validate the data before loading into the, so using validation mode. So return errors. Okay, return all errors. Okay, this one. Written errors or written all errors. Okay, and uh, next one thing. So return failed only equal to true. Okay, return failed only equal to true. We need to keep. Okay, so these are we can mention in the copy command. So tomorrow we're going to see some transformations directly, and that we create error table. Okay, so we will discuss some more tomorrow. Okay, so as of now, anybody having doubt? Just not only load, just loading data copy into that normal thing. So we need to go with these cases, then only you can work in result. Okay, don't nervous. Okay, if you practice 1 or 2 times, you will get one idea. Okay, practice 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, then you will get one idea. Okay, uh, don't if you don't understand, let me know. Okay, practice 1 2 times, you will get one idea. Okay, Praveen. Okay, Narendra, Naga, Rajesh, Sandeep, Shekhar.
Bro,
డేటాలో నల్స్ ఉంటే అది యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తుంది, కొన్నిసార్లు
okay.
లోడ్ అవ్వదు, అది మెన్షన్ చేయదు. ఒకవేళ ఫైల్ ఫార్మాట్ నల్ అనేది మెన్షన్ చేయలేదు అనుకో, అది లోడ్ అవ్వదు. డేటాలో నల్
Okay.
వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి, సిఎస్ ఫైల్స్ నల్ వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో అది ప్రింట్ చేస్తే అది నల్ వాల్యూస్ హ్యాండ్ హ్యాక్ చేస్తుంది. మనకు నల్ వాల్యూ హ్యాండిల్స్ మూడు ఉంటాయి, ఎన్విఎన్, ఎన్విఎల్ టూ, కోలాస్, మూడు ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, అలా ఇఫ్ నల్, నల్ ఇఫ్ అనేవి కాన్సెప్ట్ ఉంటాయి కదా. సో ఈవెన్ డేటాలో నల్స్ ఉన్నా మనకు లోడ్ అవుతుంది. అలా అది ఇవ్వకపోతే లోడ్ అవ్వదు. ఓకేనా. సో మనం ఏంటంటే ప్రాక్టీస్ ప్రాపర్ డేటా తీసుకుంటాం కాబట్టి వస్తుంది. రియల్ టైంలో ఇలా ప్రాపర్గా ఉంటుంది, ప్రాపర్గా రావచ్చు, ఎలా అయినా రావచ్చు. ప్రాపర్గా ఉంటే ఓకే, లేకపోతే నాకు తెలిసి ఉంటే సో అప్పుడు ఫైల్ కార్ట్లో మెన్షన్ చేసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, అది నల్ ఇఫ్. ఓకేనా. ఓకే, క్లియర్. యా,
No doubt.
యా సందీప్.
Actually, we have 5 files in the cloud with the same name, like last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So we have to load only 2 files. During that time, what we have to do?
In files, right? We already
Yeah,
mentioned about files, right? In copy
yeah.
command. In so okay, previous files. Okay, I shown like a bracket and single quotation. So file. Okay, file name. Okay, dot c txt. Okay, so comma. Suppose one more file again. You can put comma. Again, you need to also dot file name. Okay, dot csv. It will load two files. Clear?
Okay, okay.
It will load two files. This one. You can put comma. You can add one more file like that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tomorrow we'll connect again 10 a.m.
Bro, hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me. Tell me.
బ్రో ఇప్పుడు వ్యాలిడేషన్స్ అయిపోతాయి కదా, ఇక్కడ ఎర్రర్ వచ్చినాయి కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఎర్రర్ వచ్చినాక దీన్ని సాల్వ్ ఎలా చేస్తారు బ్రో?
అది
అంటే
ఇంకా
ఫస్ట్
చూస్తాం
ఎర్రర్
మనం.
కాలం ఓకే
శేఖర్
బ్రో.
రేపు చూద్దాం, అది రేపు ఇంకా అయిపోలేదు కంప్లీట్ గా, రేపు చూద్దాం సరేనా. అదే ఎర్రర్ వచ్చింది కదా, ఆ డేటాని ఏం చేస్తారు అంటున్నావు కదా, అది రేపు చూద్దాం, ఇంకా కంప్లీట్ అవ్వలేదు, ఇంకా కొంచెం ఉంది. నేను ఈ రోజు అనుకున్నాను, అది ఇంకా మనకి ఇదే సరిపోయింది టైం. ఓకేనా, రేపు అది చూద్దాం. ఓకేనా.
ఎస్ బ్రో.
ఓకేనా.
ఓకే బ్రో.
ఓకే. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ. మనం